Hello, friends, and welcome to my podcast. The name of this series is called Nailgate. You are listening to season 2, episode 2. Okay, the first season of Nailgate is up, so please go and listen to that first before you dive into season 2. Okay, there is so much to talk about, you guys. I feel like from episode 1, okay, we are going to dive into something that's going to be a little bit, okay, I know it's about nails, but I have to go a little bit off nails for just a minute, and then we'll jump into nails on this episode, okay? And you're listening to Sloan Talks. You guys, do people not like pretty people? Hear me out. I'm going to talk about a little bit of my personal experience in this before I jump into, of course, what you guys came here to listen to, okay? So bear with me. You know I'm a squirrel, right? So when I see something, I jump at the next thing that's sparkly. So give me a moment, okay? Here's what I'm talking about. When I first started, if you don't know me, hello, my name is Sloan. I'm a personal shopper, and I shop live stream on TikTok. It has been a tumultuous time. Okay? So basically, I am showing a POV, right? I'm holding the phone in one hand. I'm guiding the cart with one hand. I'm grabbing clothes with one hand. I'm writing names. I'm literally maneuvering through an entire shopping experience and giving the viewer like a POV of what they would see if they were me. Okay. I did that for a while. So we'll say I started in February, March, April. We'll say maybe around April, May-ish. Okay. I did a face reveal. And it is safe to say that after the face reveal, a lot of shit blew up. Okay. Bear with me. So I had inbox message that was sent to me accidentally by another bestie in response to my face reveal that she was sending to another bestie. And it said, quote, "I had no idea that she looked like that. I will never shop with her again." So what exactly does that mean? The reason why I put into prefix this is to say, oh, you know what? You can already see my limbs. You can see my hands. You can see when I pose in the mirror, I cover my face. You can see literally 99% of my body is exposed. That 1% is my face. Literally my forehead, my eyes, my nose, my lips, my chin, my cheeks. That's the only thing that no one saw in the beginning of this journey I'm on, right? And then for me to expose my face. And the first one that I did, literally, the face reveal was from my bottom of my nose to the tip of my chin. So it literally was 7% of my facial features. Okay. And then I came in again and did a full face reveal. So now this is the whole face. You guys, why do you think that her seeing my face changed her perception on if she wanted to shop with me? Everyone had been telling me, oh, if you show yourself, you'll become people will trust you more if you show yourself. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And so I put myself out there and I did that. And then it was immediate backlash from it, immediately. In fact, the post that I did, which was a story, I think, the story is only valid for 24 hours. That means that response came in within the 24 hours of her telling someone I'll never shop with her. I didn't know she would look like that. So what does this all mean? Well, this is Nailgate. So we're talking about nails. And previously, you guys, episode 1 talked about our birthday cake mama, sweet lady. She did my nails. And I felt like I had to change maybe to almond shape to kind of get a better nail shape and nail design from her. Well, here's where the story picks up. I went to her one day and birthday cake mama, we have our appointment. I'm ready to go. I choose a design that, you guys, I think is medium. It's not too much. It's just a medium design. And I tell myself, I literally say, I'm going to give her one last chance at just neatness, right? So it's not sloppy. I had like paint slopped over the side of my skin. I'd have to get home and scrape off, like nail polish off the side of my finger, that kind of job, right? So I was like, one last time. All right, let's go. So I ended up going, gave her the design. She does it. When I get to the door, immediately it's a no. As soon as she finished, you guys, I stood up, pulled my hand from underneath the dryer. I'm looked down at my nail like to grab my key or something. I go, oh my gosh, you guys. It was real bad. I know. I was like, it's birthday cake mama. Like, she's so nice. Like, her kids are so sweet. Her husband was there. We were talking about like back to school shopping and Christmas time. And you guys, I made the decision to leave her. That's right. I had to make that decision, you guys. I had to put me first, Lucius. And I was like, I can't. She's so sweet, but it's not about sweet, right? So hear me out. When my nails leave the salon, I don't carry the environment of the nail shop with me, right? So it's not like, oh, your nails are ugly, but you had a really nice nail tech. Nobody cares about that outside. What they see is your nails look good. Like, look at the styling of your nails. Look at the paint work, like your nails and your shape. Like, your nails look good. Not your nail tech is nice. So that was my theory, you guys, in leaving her. So in fact, yes, nail tech number 4 has been left in the dust, unfortunately. Sweet lady, but not for my type of nail work. So here we are. I started looking for nail tech number 5. And I get online, you guys, and I'm like, okay, let's start with looking at nail shops around where I'm at. I don't have to stay where I'm at. I can go anywhere nearby that's close enough to like make sense. Okay. So we're looking and I find a nail tech and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's perfect. She's 10 out of 10. Let's do it. My work schedule, you guys, I know that you guys don't see much of this, but behind the scenes, I don't know if I have one day off from work. So I go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I ship Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So rarely do I have time to even get my nails done. So I find a nail tech and I was like, maybe I'll do a Monday or a Tuesday before the live stream, but that's the only 2 days literally I have to do nails. And so I find a lady and I was like, she's perfect. Let's go. I call her. I make the appointment. I was like, yeah, I would like to make an appointment for Monday. And she goes, okay, perfect. And then I hang up the phone immediately. You guys, something from work took me out. Either it was I was behind on shipping, or I was waiting like to clear something up, or I'm helping with like the kids do something. So it pushed me a day back in shipping your orders out because I have to ship before Tuesday, like of the first live stream. So if I'm Tuesday, 1 p.m., I have to get those orders out by Tuesday, 1 p.m. So it literally was like 8 minutes when I realized I cannot do a Monday appointment. You guys, I have to call her back. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you remember me, but I just called like a second ago. She's like, yeah. I was like, I have to cancel that appointment. And she's like, oh, okay, no problem. I was like, thank you. I'm so sorry. I was like, my work just called me in. Girl, I am my work. It's fine. But she was sweet about it. So we hang up. All right. Now I'm ready. I'm like, okay, here we are again, you guys. Let's try this again. I got another Monday loaded up. So I call her and I go, hi, I'm sorry. I called you like a few weeks ago. I'm ready now. Are you available on Monday? And she goes, no. I was like, what? She's like, I'm sorry, I don't have any Monday appointments. I was like, okay, how about Tuesday? She's like, yeah, Tuesday, like 4 p.m. I was like, no, actually, I meant Tuesday, like morning. She's like, oh, no, I don't have any mornings. I was like, you don't have any mornings? She's like, no. I was like, when are you available? She was like, I have a few weeks out on Tuesday morning. I was like, yeah, no, it's not going to work. You guys, I'm so mad. Like, I've literally been waiting for her for like 2 months to find out this girl's booked up. Honey, she's booked and busy, which good for her because she's 10 out of 10, okay? And I told myself, okay, fine. I was like, you know what? I have to find an alternative. I cannot go back to birthday cake mama. I just can't. So time is over. And I was like, okay, don't worry. I'll call you, another time. So I hang up with her and I start my research immediately. Okay. So we're looking for nail tech number 5. So I'm looking through like Yelp and Instagram and Facebook at like all these great pictures. And I finally find a nail tech And I'm reading through her Yelp reviews, okay? And without being too specific, because people are weird and I would hate to be doxxed. But what I will say is her reviews were a little bit mixed. Some of them were saying that she's like pushy. Or one woman said, oh, I really wanted a certain nail design, and she kind of, quote, forced me to do something else. Someone else was saying that she's not that good at her work. She's not that easy to work with. It was a lot of like work related comments. Okay. And I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to risk it. I don't know. And then of course there were some nice things about her. Like she's great. She's a wonderful technician. She's a 10 out of 10. The building has her name on the front of it. Like homegirl's the owner. Okay. I read one review that said that her husband bought that shop for her after she worked at another shop, and basically they own that. So they were like, let's move, baby, I'll buy you a shop. I'm saying all this because it's all important information into what I'm about to start talking about. So I walk in and she's wearing like this like Fendi, okay, sweater, honey. She has on like these tight pants. Okay, body is bodying. Okay, I think she has veneers. She has like her lips done. Sis got like fake titties. Baby, listen, she smelled like Burberry when she walked up. I said, oh, well, this is a different experience, sir. And now I'm thinking to myself, all of those reviews about her, was it like a pretty tax on her? Hear me out. Were they judging her based on her looks of, quote, attractiveness to the world or whatever? Like she's visually an attractive woman. Is she being torn down on the internet because of what she looks like? With her, like her high heels, honey, and titties perky. Like, did that upset a lot of people? I don't know. It seems like an insecure woman would get upset by a beautiful woman. I just think that's so weird to me. She does her job well. Okay. You can look at her Yelp and scroll across all of her work. She does wonderful work. Her name is on the building, and her husband bought her that building for her to do work in. So now I'm thinking, is it envy? Right? Or all of those comments people envious that her husband bought her a nail salon for her to do her work out of. Those are like, it blows my mind that we don't have to talk about this, but I really do think that there is a pretty tax. And I do think that people are envious of other people's success, and what their husbands do for them angers a lot of people. So let's talk about our first meeting. First meeting, I feel like it went well. Walked in and she's like, hi. I was like, hi. And then I was like showing her my design, and, I never know if they can actually execute it. So we sit down and she starts doing my nails. And then I can tell you guys from the jump of her application of the acrylic that she's going to be a 10 out of 10. I could already tell. She was so focused on laying that acrylic, honey, and looking at the shape. I was already ready. Already 10 out of 10. She didn't even finish shaping the nail and it was already super squared. I was like, just the acrylic was square. She didn't even file it yet. I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be it. This is the girl. So I gave her the, let's say my appointment was about 10:30, right? So let's say I got there like 10:28 or something. And so she greets me. I sit down. You guys, she doesn't finish her work until like 12:48. All right. Damn near 1 o'clock, let's just say. So she went from 10:30 to 1 o'clock and doing my nails. And that's when I knew, okay, that's when I knew this was a real one to keep. But why so much internet backlash at this girl? Huh? Why? Is there a such thing as a pretty tax? Do I feel like I've experienced a little bit of anger and hatred after showing my face? Yes. Do I feel like when I was behind the camera, I was more kind of, quote, socially accepted by everyone? Yes. Do I regret showing my face? Hell ass no. Respectfully so. I'm saying, hell no. But I didn't know that this would come with this like freaking pretty tax. I didn't know I would have this burden of all of a sudden people saying, quote, they don't want to shop with me anymore after shopping with me before seeing my face. So my nail tech did not judge her by those comments and by the Yelp reviews and the fact that she has on a fake Fendi. Listen, girl, who said it's fake? Sorry. She has on a Fendi, okay, inspired sweater, all right? Smelling like Burberry, honey. Walking up to me. Like, hey girl, have a seat. I was like, okay, girl, Um, and I was there for the vibes. 100%. She did my first nail set, you guys, and I loved it. It was so good. There's nothing bad to say about it. It was the pink nail set, okay? And it had like pink and blue, and it had like the builder gel that went up that looked like seashells, almost like in a French manicure type, like smile line. Just beautiful. It was great. I loved it. The environment, 10 out of 10. I felt like the people at her salon like each other. I feel like the guy who answers the phone that takes the appointments is maybe her dad. At one point, she was like yelling at him in their language. So I feel like they're cute on that. I feel like the other technicians, some of them are kind of, like young, middle age. There's all different ages of women in there working. But I feel like they all kind of get along. I feel like the main girl that does my nails is the owner. So she's kind of like, managing people while doing my nails, but she's still super efficient at her work. And I would give her right now a 10 out of 10. But yeah, I just had to bring that up. I had to bring up, is her face intimidating people to now write mean Yelp reviews about her, and her husband buying her a salon? Is it hate? Is it envy? Girl, child, I did not know. I had no idea. I guess I'm just naive. But yeah, so I like her. Nothing bad to say. Neighborhood is fine. Neighborhood, I've been there many times before. It is a safe place. I've actually gone with my husband and my kids, a place around where that nail salon is. And it's surrounded by other businesses that are like booming. So it's not like in an abandoned like parking lot. It's a safe place to go at night. I would go there at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. and I would send my daughter in college there. Like, that's how safe I feel like her environment would be there. And it's security, which is actually really great. So they don't have actual security at the nail salon, but they do have one near it. So it's a safe place to be. So I can say that I'm happy with nail tech number 5. As you're listening to this, of course, you're not in real time. So I have gotten another set done by her. And we will, of course, talk about more in episode 3. But yeah, this is episode 2, you guys. Episode 2. And you're listening to Sloan Talks.